Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a really profound journey, a deep dive into some serious reflections on life, loss, and, well, the whole path of self-discovery.
It's heavy stuff, but important.
Absolutely. Our source for this exploration is The Strength in Our Scars. It's basically a collection of insights, pretty powerful ones, meant to help us navigate, all the complexities life throws at us.
Yeah, the unavoidable stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission for you, listening in, is to pull out the key nuggets of knowledge, the things that help you really appreciate life's contrasts, the good and the bad, and hopefully cultivate maybe deeper self-love and connection.
That contrast idea is central, isn't it?
It really is. The author kicks things off with this core belief. It sets the stage perfectly. I am a firm believer in there being beauty in the contrast, in the light and the dark days, in the hope and the hurt, in the fire and in the ash.
Wow, yeah. That's a beautiful way to put it. It invites you to see life not just as, like, good or bad, but more like a spectrum. Or even the tough moments, the hurt and the ash are actually integral to being whole.
Integral, yeah. Not
Yeah.
just something to get through.
Precisely. It makes you question that instinct we all have to just want things to be easy all the time,
Mm-hmm.
And to recognize that real beauty, deep beauty, often comes from that friction, from the fire and the ash, like the quote says. It's not just about putting up with pain.
No.
It's about actively looking for the transformative bit inside the pain.
That's a huge reframing.
Yeah.
And speaking of pain, one of the most, well, almost counterintuitive ideas in the source is that pain itself can be a gift.
That's a tough one.
It really is. It says,
Yeah.
the world's going to give you beauty, but it will also give you pain. The greatest lesson you will ever learn is that this, too, is a gift.
That's hard for a lot of people to swallow, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you're right in the middle of it. It feels impossible then.
Right, it goes against every instinct to just run from suffering. But the text argues that our wounds can actually heal us. It puts it so powerfully, "It is all I have lost that has set me free."
That line, it really hits.
Doesn't it? It suggests that the hardest parts, the losses, the breaks, they're the very things that grow us from the inside out. It talks about the broken, the people who hold their pieces together with belief, who bandage their fear in faith.
It's not about romanticizing pain then.
Not at all. It's about recognizing that resilience and strength and even like new kinds of freedom can come out of that brokenness.
So being broken isn't the end point. It's more like a catalyst.
Exactly, a starting point for something new.
But then, okay, if you are broken, there's that next step, that really daunting process of rebuilding yourself.
Yeah.
A feeling I think a lot of us, unfortunately, know too well.
Yeah, and the source doesn't sugarcoat how hard moving on is. It says it breaks you down in ways you never expected to be broken before.
Mm-hmm.
It totally gets that fear, that feeling of, can I actually put myself back together again?
And then it gives this really radical instruction, a very active approach. It says, do not fear the rebuilding. Do not lament the pieces of yourself that you have lost, which is hard advice.
Super hard. But then it says, instead, splay them across the kitchen floor. Look at each and every one of them.
It's almost like a defiant act, isn't it? Like facing it head on.
Totally. A courageous self-inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And then it emphasizes this very active, very intentional process of self-creation after you look at those pieces.
Which takes guts.
Immense courage, yeah. You then choose to create yourself again. And the instructions are just so vivid, so empowering. Shape your spine, stronger this time. Shape your heart, bigger this time.
I love that imagery.
Me too. Shape your eyes, capable of seeing more than you ever imagined. Shape your mouth. Give it the capacity to say all of the words you never allowed yourself to say. Begin again.
Wow. So it's not just about recovery. It's like a fundamental upgrade.
Exactly. Consciously designing a stronger, more authentic you.
Yeah. And what I find really empowering about this whole self-recreation thing is the realization that comes next. You are the one who built your walls. Don't ever doubt for a second that you have the capacity to tear them down.
Boom. Yeah, that puts the power squarely back in your court, doesn't it?
Completely. Takes away the external blame, maybe.
It absolutely does. It hammers home that core message of self-liberation, reminding you that your body is more than just a graveyard for those who could not love it. Your heart is more than just a cemetery for those who disappeared.
Ooh, powerful.
Yeah. The idea is that these losses, these things that felt like endings, they don't define your worth or your capacity for joy. And the ultimate truth, maybe the most crucial bit from this part, is this. You are not broken. you are becoming.
Becoming. That's
Yeah.
a shift.
Huge shift. From seeing yourself as, like, permanently damaged to seeing yourself as constantly evolving, always in process.
You are not broken. You are becoming. That phrase just.
Mm.
It sticks with you. And that kind of powerful internal reframing, it must shape our external world too, right? Especially relationships.
Definitely. It's often in those connections and sometimes the disconnections where we really face these lessons about ourselves.
Right. And the source gets into how real connection is, well, deeper than just looks.
Mm-hmm.
It notes, I am not impressed by beauty anymore. If you have the ability to inspire me,
Yeah.
that makes you magic.
Which says a lot about what we should maybe value more in people. Inspiration over just aesthetics.
Yeah. But what's really compelling is how the text handles goodbyes.
Oh, that part's interesting.
Yeah, it says goodbye isn't final. It isn't a finish line you have to step over in order to forget.
Yeah.
So you can't unlove someone. People never stay gone.
They don't. They show up in street corners. They show up in familiar laughs. It's not meant to be, like, morbid or creepy.
No.
It's just acknowledging that lingering presence. That people we've loved deeply stay with us, even if they're not physically there. It sort of challenges that whole idea that moving on means totally erasing them.
It's so true. They don't just vanish from your memory.
Yeah.
And then the source goes deeper into why people leave, which is, often the source of so much pain for the person left behind.
Yeah, the why.
It suggests it's often not really about you or a lack of love for you, but about their own stuff, their own unaddressed pasts. It gives these really specific, almost painfully relatable examples, like a timeline of hurts that shaped them. Their best friend's heartbreak when they were 14.
Oh.
Noticing their parents were distant at 17, reading about cheating on dating apps at 21, seeing a grandparent waste away after loss at 25, or just never seeing real devotion actually win in their own lives.
So it paints a picture of their history influencing their ability to stay.
Exactly. It offers this completely different lens to see abandonment through. Less personal.
And that's where I think this profound empathy comes in, but also self-protection. The conclusion it draws is really powerful, and it shifts the focus away from blaming yourself. It says, they didn't leave you because they didn't love you. They left you because they didn't love themselves enough to believe that they could be different.
Wow. Okay, so it's about their capacity, limited by their own wounds.
Yeah, precisely. Their ability to commit to love fully, it was tangled up in their own healing or lack thereof. And it really stresses knowing your own worth in that situation, reminding you straight up, how they make you feel says a lot about them and nothing about you.
That's a mantra right there.
Totally. And crucially, someone who makes you question if you are worthy of being loved is not worthy of being loved by you. Just full stop.
That's empowering. But so often when things end, we do blame ourselves, or we fall back on that it wasn't meant to be thing, maybe as a coping mechanism.
Or maybe to avoid responsibility sometimes, yeah.
And the source hits that directly. It challenges relying on fate. It says, we use fate as an excuse. If it was meant to happen, it would have. But we are wrong because fate does not exist. Only effort does.
That's a bold claim, isn't it? Especially when we often look for cosmic reasons for things.
Very bold.
But if you tie it back to that whole idea of self-recreation, of choosing your path, it makes sense. It implies that our choices, the effort we put in, that's what really matters. It's a call to, like, take the wheel, be active, not passive.
So no cosmic destiny deciding our love lives.
Apparently not, according to this. The text clarifies. If it was meant to be, we would have stayed. We would have fought.
Ouch.
Yeah, and the final lesson here is pretty striking. Maybe tough for some people to hear. The timing is not wrong. The love is wrong.
Oh.
It directly challenges that whole right person, wrong time idea, suggesting that maybe it's more about fundamental compatibility or the willingness to actually fight for it.
That is, yeah, that's a huge perspective shift. Okay, moving on slightly. The source brings up this really beautiful idea about vulnerability, about strength not always being, tough and impenetrable.
The softness.
Yeah. It says, you do not always have to be fire. You are 70% water. You have it within you to be soft. And then it repeats, to be soft is to be strong.
I love that. And what's really insightful there is the liberation that comes when you actually start believing you deserve happiness, your own worth.
Right.
The text describes it poetically, like your heart weeps a little the moment you truly believe you are deserving of happiness, of love, of something bigger than what you have been settling for.
Like a release.
Exactly. Like your heart finally putting down its weapons after a long fight. And the advice it gives is so direct, so powerful. You are the only person who gets to decide if you are happy or not. Do not put your happiness into the hands of other people.
Don't outsource your happiness.
Precisely. Which leads to this critical point. All that matters is that you like yourself, that you are proud of what you are putting out into the world. You are in charge of your joy, of your worth. You get to be your own validation. Stop looking outside for it.
It makes so much sense, though, doesn't it? If we're constantly building walls, trying to block out sadness,
Yeah.
we're not just stopping the bad stuff, we're inadvertently blocking the good stuff, too.
Yeah.
The text says, you guard yourself from sadness, not realizing that you have closed yourself off to all of the happiness the world is trying to give to you. Stay open. It is how the light gets in.
It's a call for radical openness, even towards past hurts. The source actually reassures you that all of the love you have given to the wrong people, it will find its way back to you.
Like cosmic karma or energy balancing out.
Something like that. It suggests it wasn't wasted, it'll return somehow. Which raises that big question, doesn't it? Why do we often forget to give that love to ourselves first? The text puts it bluntly. What a shame it truly is that some of us have lived our entire lives under the impression that the love we have been searching for was to be found first and foremost in anyone but ourselves.
Oof. That hits home. It's a profound call for self-compassion, making that the starting point.
The foundation.
Exactly, the foundational relationship. And, okay, when it comes to healing from all this, loss, wrong love, whatever, the source is crystal clear. It's not neat. It's not pretty.
Definitely not.
It says healing will never be artistic. It will never be delicate, because healing is the messiest thing you will ever know, it feels like. Digging the dirt out of your soul, like making room for yourself within your own body.
Wow. That image, digging dirt out of your soul. Yeah, it completely dismantles that societal pressure for a quick, clean fix.
Right, like you're supposed to just get over it neatly.
And it highlights that healing is continuous. It's a daily thing, not some finish line you cross. That pressure to be healed by some deadline, totally unrealistic.
So it's okay if it's messy and takes time.
More than okay, it's expected. You will simply begin the process again when the sun rises. You will embark on daily journeys. You will take your steps forward. You will take your steps back.
Forward steps back.
But you will always be moving, and that is what you need to celebrate. The progress is in the persistence, the keeping on, not in like a perfect upward graph. It's about being kind to yourself through that non-linear process.
And a big part of that messy process, one that often gets twisted, is forgiveness. The text frames it really differently, not as like letting someone off the hook or saying what they did was okay.
Right, not condoning.
But as a way to give yourself closure. Forgiveness has always been about learning how to give yourself the closure you seek in others. Learning how to befriend your past rather than making it an enemy.
Taking your power back, making peace with your own story.
Exactly.
And if you connect that back to the whole strengthen our scars idea, it suggests that embracing the past, all of it, rather than fighting it, is actually key to moving forward.
Befriending it.
Yeah. The source says, be thankful for all that did not work out in your life. All that you have lost is all that you have gained. It suggests this kind of universal balancing act.
The universe balancing the scales within you.
Right. That hardship isn't just random, pointless suffering. It reinforces really strongly that the things that hurt you may have left scars, but they did not destroy you. You survived, and there is hope in that.
The scars are proof of survival, proof of resilience.
Exactly. Hope from survival. That's powerful.
It really is. So building on all this self-worth, embracing the mess, finding hope, let's talk about authentic relationships and living purposefully.
Okay.
The text has this beautiful definition of what genuinely caring for someone looks like. It challenges us to be more than just, fair weather friends.
How so?
It says, make them a priority, not just when it is easy, but when it is difficult as well. Show up for them when they least deserve it, because that is when they need it the most.
Wow, that's real commitment, showing up when it's hardest.
Yeah. And what's fascinating, too, is the focus on presence, actual connection, which feels so relevant now with all the distractions.
Tell me about it.
The source advises, put your phone down. Sit across from them at dinner and listen to them. Give yourself the space to dive with them into deeper conversation.
Simple, but revolutionary in a way.
Right. And it stresses action over just saying the words. Show them that they matter to you. Take action in making sure that they feel loved and backing up what you speak.
Walk the talk. It's basically a blueprint for building real, meaningful bonds.
It is. And it doesn't hold back on choosing wisely in relationships either. It challenges you directly. Don't settle for anyone who doesn't look at you and know, without hesitation, that they want to stay.
No hesitation. That's a high bar, but maybe a necessary one.
And it echoes that earlier point about why people leave, that stark reminder. You cannot love someone into loving you if they do not. You just can't force it.
So true. And this idea of authenticity, it doesn't just stop at relationships, does it? It extends to, like, all our life choices, our purpose.
Yeah, exactly. The source basically says, if it does not create an avalanche within your chest, if it does not move you and inspire you, it is not for you.
An avalanche in your chest. What a filter for making decisions.
Isn't it? Forget practicality for a second. Does it ignite something? It encourages us to live a life that is driven not by fear, but by love.
Which flips the script, right? Usually it feels like fear motivates so much fear of missing out, fear of failure.
Yeah, fear of messing up. This says choose love instead. So, okay, if you're living like that, authentically driven by love,
Right.
how do you find the right one in this huge world?
Ah, the big question.
And the source gives this answer that's surprising, but also makes total sense. Circling back to self-discovery, it says, how do you find the right one in a world of 7 billion people? First, you become the right one. The rest will follow.
Focus on yourself first. Become the person you want to attract.
Pretty much.
And this totally reframes the whole soulmate idea, too. It ditches that notion that someone else completes you.
Right, the Jerry Maguire thing.
Exactly. Instead, it says, a soulmate does not complete you. They inspire you to complete yourself.
Okay, I like that better.
Me too. A soulmate is the person who supports your direction, who motivates and encourages you to stretch, to change, to reinvent yourself until you are happy.
So it's about partnership and growth, not filling a hole.
Exactly. Partnership in becoming, in evolution.
Which, brings us right back to ourselves, this continuous journey. Our final section really touches on embracing the messiness of it all and finding joy within that mess.
The everyday joy.
Yeah. The text encourages us to just feel things, not push emotions away. Please, whatever you do, just feel what you are feeling right now.
Yeah.
Let them seek refuge in your soul. Let them wash over you.
Don't numb out.
Right. Let them remind you that at one point you embraced what it meant to love without abandon. It's like a plea for emotional honesty.
And this challenges that whole external chase for happiness, doesn't it? The idea that happiness is tied to the job, the degree, the relationship status.
Yeah, the checklist life.
The source makes it super clear. Happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go.
Following your heart.
It continues. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing the person you were becoming. It's all internal, the process, not the external wins.
So the point isn't perfection or avoiding pain. It's living fully, taking chances.
Yes, choosing possibility, even if it's messy. The source asks pretty directly, what is the point in being alive if you are not going to try for something? Choose impossibility. Choose risk.
Yeah.
Choose making mistakes and making memories and making it up as you go.
Making it up as you go. I like that. Permission to not have it all figured out.
Totally. It's a call to live courageously, knowing that, you'll get hurt. You're going to get hurt. You're going to survive it. You're going to heal from the wound.
The hurt passes.
The hurt doesn't last forever, though I promise you, the what-ifs will. That fear of regret is powerful, and it circles right back to that crucial self-love piece, something we often forget when we're busy caring for others. You give all your love to others, but sometimes you forget that you deserve it too.
We forget ourselves, yeah.
Yeah.
Because even just getting through the day, showing up when things are hard, that's brave, isn't it?
Incredibly brave.
I think it's brave that you get up in the morning when your heart aches and life is messy and you do not feel like being soft for the world.
Just getting up is brave some days.
I think it is brave that you keep going, that you keep believing in something more, finding strength in just persisting.
Yeah. And it wraps up with this really empowering call to, be the author of your own life, to live in a way that feels authentic to you. Make your life art. Make it something you are proud of.
Make your life art. As we wrap up this deep dive, it's so clear that this journey through life, loss, self-discovery, it's profound, and it never really ends, does it?
No, it's continuous.
It's about finding strength, even beauty, in the scars, embracing the light and the dark, understanding that growth is messy, it's ongoing, but ultimately worth it. recognizing that our becoming is the real art.
And what's really fascinating, the ultimate message seems to be that happiness isn't out there somewhere to be found. Not in a job, not in a relationship, not even as some final destination you arrive at.
Where is it then?
Well, the source summarizes it so beautifully. You are going to realize it one day that happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. It repeats that. Then, one day you're going to see it, that happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart and following it wherever it chose to go.
The journey itself?
He was always about you. It was always about you. It's this gentle but firm nudge to look inward. That's where it resides.
Always about you.
Yeah.
So as you reflect on all this, maybe consider how you can truly embrace your own path to happiness, knowing it's a discovery happening inside you right now. And maybe just remember to be gentle with yourself through all the contrast.
Yeah.
Because, as the source reminds us, you're still learning.
Always learning.